because अब मैंने भी इतना hype सुन लिया है, it's like यार मैं भी तो देखूं. I'm not a cricketer, but yeah, I'll definitely come to watch.
पिताजी ने कभी फोकस ही नहीं किया इन चीज़ों पे और ना मैं सिखाया.
Hey guys, Chirag this side. Thank you so much for watching our podcast. Means a lot. Thank you for the 1000 subscribers and we hope we get to 10,000 really soon. And yeah, जाके episode देखो, बहुत बढ़िया है. Thank you.
So guys, today we have a very special guest and definitely one of the biggest guests we've had so far on our podcast. He's a former Buchi Babu tournament, Irani Trophy and Ranji Trophy level player. He's played with all of your favorite players like KL Rahul, Mayank Agrawal, Vijay Shankar and so many more. We can't wait to hear his side of the story. And now he's on a mission to mold the next generation of cricketers to be formidable as he is. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Shari Singh. And obviously, we have a special guest and returning guest, Tanvir Janeja.
Yes.
Okay, so let's begin, guys. So, बहुत basic उससे start करते हैं, sir. I want to know about your journey, how you got into cricket. Like, what was the process? कैसे start हुआ ये सब?
I came from a sporting family actually.
Okay.
So my father was into hockey and he played hockey at a very good level. He was an athlete also and a great footballer as well. So sports was in my genes and वहाँ से I somewhat. But my grandfather was a Ranji Trophy cricketer himself. तो cricket का लगाव वहाँ से आया और वहाँ से शुरू किया मैंने and then slowly I started playing at under 14 levels.
Okay.
And वहाँ से I played under 14 nationals for the first time.
So you were a batsman or a bowler back then?
I was initially a leg spinner and then a batter.
Okay.
And then I played my under 17s for Rajasthan and did really well in the district games which are there for my respective district, which is Ajmer. And फिर मैंने under 17 खेला for Rajasthan. I played for the under 19 category also. And then I played under 25s, did a lot of Ranji Trophy camps, Irani Trophy camps, and played a senior tournament like Buchi Babu also for Rajasthan.
Okay.
That was
So,
a basic journey.
How did you switch from being a leg spinner to a batsman? Like, how did that happen?
I discovered a little later.
Okay.
I had this great, that I could bat also.
Okay. So like ऐसे ही एक दिन खेला and like.
Khela, I used to bat, but I realized that I was hitting the ball much better than the other guys.
Okay.
And then I started working on my technique and all that. And I really started showing on my game also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you became a batsman.
Yeah, batting all rounder.
Batting all round. Okay. And how was Ranji Trophy? Like
See,
that was during under 19 or post that?
So this was when I was doing all these Ranji Trophy camps and all that. I was around 17 or something.
Okay.
So it was really young, but yeah, it's a great learning experience.
You played for Rajasthan only,
I played for
na?
Rajasthan, yes.
Okay.
So it's a great learning experience. You are with the best in the business, and luckily I played with Akash Chopra bhaiya and all that, and I played with Rishikesh Kanitkar sir.
Okay.
He was the guest player, and I played with Rashmi Randan Parida from Hyderabad. So I played all these legends, and luckily I was also part of that team, and great learning, next level. Because
कैसे थे ये legends, like nature wise
the
and
dedication is
everything?
next level. मतलब, obviously Rajasthan has a decent cricket, but all these legends, when they came in, they just completely changed the environment of the dressing room, because they were just business, nothing else. Yeah.
So the stories are true.
Yeah. And
So-
luckily under them, Rajasthan went on to win the Ranji Trophy also a couple of times in 2009 and 10, and just because of these guys, and obviously the young talent of Rajasthan, but they were a huge background force to guide them.
Confidence दिया होगा ना पूरी team को.
Absolutely.
So intro में I mentioned you
Yes.
played with KL and
Yes,
Mayank and all
yes.
these guys. वो लोग कैसे थे? Like how was playing with them back then?
KL, I played with KL in under 17s and all that. I played Buchi Babu tournament also with KL, and extremely dedicated guy, mentally very very strong.
Like
And
you saw कि कुछ था तब से ही.
yeah.
It was obvious.
Initially वो technically हमेशा ही बड़े correct player थे, but he did not have so many चौके मारने की ज़्यादा ability उतनी नहीं थी जितनी कि आज है. Now he's too good obviously, but you could sense it that his defense is very very strong,
Okay.
His
Like
defense was
shot
extreme-
selection improved overall.
Brilliant. He could not. I did not see him play a bad shot
Okay.
in that entire innings. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was
And like backstage, how were they?
very good, very good, very friendly,
Nature-wise and
very friendly.
all of them.
I met him in under 17s. I played with him. Then after a couple of years, he had already played for under 19 India. So I was selected for the senior Ranji Trophy team which travelled to Cuttack for a tournament,
Okay.
Chennai for Buchi Babu tournament.
Okay.
So वहाँ पे I met him again. He recognized me. Like, bro, how was it going? He was struggling for Ranji Trophy at that time because they had huge people coming in. Like Robin Uthappa was there, the side, Stuart Binney was there. So he was trying to make his mark at that time. And he wasn't sure that he might make his chance in the team or no. But he just
like
completely
कितने
blew it away.
Crazy names hai.
Yeah. But after 1 year, he was just too good. He was just extremely gifted batter and just took his opportunity, grabbed it with both hands.
So
And yeah.
like all this time in Ranji Trophy and all these big tournaments, what was your one key moment? Like एक कोई moment जो आपको
like a defining moment.
yeah, like when you
I've
were कि
arrived at the
yeah,
stage.
exactly
As in,
कि like हाँ, now I'm a cricketer.
Yeah.
Actually, I think back in the day, आपके time पे sir, Ranji Trophy was like उतना acclaimed. Did you feel like you're acclaimed cricketer like at that? You feel like a very important cricketer Ranji खेल रहे हो तो
आप अगर स्टेट के लिए खेल रहे हो अपने आप में एक चैलेंज है बिकॉज एक स्टेट में ऑलरेडी इंडिया में पॉपुलेशन इतना ज़्यादा है सो व्हेनेवर यू आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग अ स्टेट it is like playing for your country because to get into MP team also for example I'm right now in Madhya Pradesh in Indore district so getting into any state team is as challenging as getting into the Indian team
national.
but yes obviously you have to be really consistent you have to be really dedicated that's extremely
The
important
stepping stone is that only.
yeah you have to play for your respective district and
But-
then state
Like बहुत players के लिए that is like the peak, right? Like Ranji and all these levels.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So for them it must be कि like हाँ, we've come to the
That depends
biggest,
on your hunger. Depends on your hunger.
Yeah.
For example, people like Virat Kohli were never satisfied.
yeah.
So you could completely
I don't think he's
sense
satisfied.
because
He's still not
2013
satisfied.
we've seen in 2013 where he mentions also about his interview जहाँ पे he just once was changing his t-shirt and he realized that I cannot look like this. If I'm a
Yeah,
professional
when
cricketer.
he was talking about getting
so-
fit and
yes,
everything.
and he completely
I think
changed the
he's
entire course
24
of
years
the-
old or something at that
yeah,
time.
yeah.
This
24-25
was
साल का था।
2011 or 12.
Must be 23,
Yeah.
24.
बिल्कुल.
So playing with all these guys and all of this,
Yeah.
how did you get into coaching after all of this? Like, did you
Coaching,
want to continue playing?
Yes, I played for Rajasthan and all that, and उसके बाद में I always felt that I understand the game little okay. I don't know. That's what I feel.
Like technically?
Yeah, I understand the
Okay.
game little okay, and I felt that I could give something back to the game also again, and obviously groom the youngsters a little bit. That was always
So
in my mind.
आपने coaching like इंदौर में ही start किया या
नहीं,
you
I
were
was-
coach in Rajasthan?
I was coaching in Rajasthan also. I taught in Punjab as well, and
Okay.
coached in Rajasthan as well, and now currently working with Delhi College. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my school, so
Yes,
I'm happy about
yes,
that.
yes. Coming to your school.
We wanted a guy like Sherry sir to take the cricketing standards to another level altogether.
So
It's great for Central India.
you were coached by him for some time?
No.
No?
So I've actually played against him.
Okay.
Fact of the matter is that we were exposed. So I was one of the younger guys joining the alumni old boys cricket
Yeah,
team
tell us about
completing
that.
my college. So this is the thing, right? You're 17 years old. Technically, you're 17 and you're done with school. You
Yeah,
pass
yeah.
out 3 years college jodlo minimum if you're not
20,
going for a
21. Okay.
professional degree. So 2021 is when you usually come back to your hometown, meet your mates again,
Yeah.
and your hometown vibe होती है. फिर school visit करते हो, so you get
There's
to
a
know that the
nostalgia आता है.
old boys body has a cricket team.
Okay.
And my dad, fortunately, has been leading that for like more than 2 decades.
So you
So
already
I
knew
obviously,
about this.
yeah, I knew about it. Like घर में Sunday को सुबह होके ready होके जा रहे थे. It's like
Okay.
you're also a cricketer. Why don't you come along?
Okay.
So I went, and then I was a half decent cricketer. I was a good bowler, fast bowler, and bowling all rounder था. So I happened to attend one of the games and I played well. So I got inducted in the old boys team. Cut to next year where we have this conglomerate sort of a union of 4 schools.
Okay.
Now 5
So
this year.
what schools are these?
Yeah, so these are the topmost public schools of the country. We have Delhi College Indore. We
Yeah.
have Doon School,
And you have
Dehradun.
his
Mayo
old
College.
college.
Mayo,
Yeah.
his
Mayo
alma
College.
mater, Mayo
Okay.
College Ajmer. Scindia School Gwalior. All these, pedigreed
The top
major
most
institutions
schools of
that
India.
that were established in the British era. 19th सेंचुरी वाले स्कूल्स हैं
Okay.
जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा ऑब्वियसली इनकी हेरिटेज पे छोटा मुंह बड़ी बात वी कांट इवन टॉक
Yeah,
अबाउट
yeah,
इट सो इस यूनियन में आई गॉट अ चांस टू प्ले एंड ही वाज द मोस्ट यू नो I wouldn't say hyped, overhyped because then he proved it. Initially पहली बार सुना तो
backed it
लगता है
up.
who is this guy? Everybody is raving about
Like
him.
मैं
कि
बॉल डाल के देख.
हाँ मतलब ये 5 बॉल भी सेटल नहीं होने देते बॉलर को ऑलरेडी रेल वेल तक बॉल छक्के जा रहे हैं मतलब क्रॉस कर रही है रेलिंग और रोड पे गिर रही है बॉल तो हमने बिलीव नहीं किया था इनिशियली में नया आया था जो नए नए बच्चे आते हैं वो कोई मानता नहीं है कि ऐसा होता है सच
हाँ
में
वो देखना पड़ता है ना.
फिर हमने देखा और इसमें क्या है बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग टूर्नामेंट के रूल्स है फॉर्मेट ऐसा है कि अंडर 30 सिर्फ 4 लड़के खेलते हैं 30 to 50 5 खेलते
This is
हैं
a test thing
No, this
or
is a
a
format.
It's a T20.
It's a T20 format.
Okay,
But yeah.
T20.
So
okay.
it's interesting. It's made interesting because everybody gets involved.
ये थोड़ा balance
बैलेंस होके और 50 रन्स बना के रिटायर होना पड़ता है और फिर आप 8th डाउन के बाद ही आ सकते
Okay,
हो
okay.
तो इनका परपेचुअली वही रोल होता था 50
कि
मार के
50 मार
रेस्ट
के
करते थे और फिर
retire.
एंड में आएंगे इफ द टीम नीड्स मी so like we so but one good thing was
I'm
that
guessing the team needed you a lot.
I know they don't.
so yeah long story short that is when I got introduced to this guy who's like you know playing a different brand of cricket
So
aggressive भी है
पहला ओवर कैसा था?
मैंने
Against
उस
him?
हाँ मेरा इतना बुरा नहीं था वही मैं बता रहा था कि 30+ वाले बॉलर पिटे तो हम लोग खुश थे कि यार थोड़े से उनको बहाना भी था
कि like
कि
इनसे
मैं
तो
हाँ
better
सबसे यंगर नहीं हो यंगेस्ट को पिटते तो काफी थोड़ा सा एम्बैरेसिंग हो जाता
हाँ वो तो है.
बट ही टेक्स केयर ऑफ एवरीबॉडी 2 छक्के मारते हैं फिर सिंगल ले लेते हैं लाइक ज्यादा भी नहीं बनना अपने को
Rotation important.
Yeah, because people are like, he's not allowed next year. Already people want him to just आप कोच करो सर आओ मत खेलने.
तो like
So
क्या ही
that was
होता
the
अगर
beginning.
सर फुल पोटेंशियल पे खेलते. Like century allowed है.
So that's how it comes a full circle. तो वहाँ पे everybody we became friends and obviously I've been inspired and all of the younger guys are
And
inspired.
you still play. Like
Yeah, I do play, yes.
like every year this tournament happens.
Every year annual tournament.
thing,
December में over one weekend it happens. So Friday
So
to Sunday
it's coming up in December.
it's coming
now.
up and we are hosting it this time. You are invited.
I actually want to
watch.
see the two of you play now.
Absolutely.
It's a very good event.
It's our pleasure. If you come.
Vikrant will be there too.
Vikrant will be there.
I have to.
All these guys, all your guests on the previous podcasts are associated with this.
Javier and all these.
वो फुटबॉलर है वो
Yeah,
फुटबॉल के भी होते हैं तो
हाँ.
ये हर स्पोर्ट में एक एलुमनाई बॉडीज बहुत एक्टिव है
I have to
There
come
you
now, man. Yeah.
यस एंड
Okay.
वॉच हिम इन द फ्लैश
This is my main reason to come actually.
Yeah.
Because अब मैंने भी इतना hype सुन लिया है. It's like यार मैं भी तो देखूं. I'm not a cricketer, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll definitely come to watch.
100%.
Big fan.
Maybe the thing is that all the other guys are not so fit and active which is why he becomes too good. He's good only. You should
हाँ,
play
like
with
by comparison.
हाँ उस स्टैंडर्ड से
But yeah, I don't think वो रिस्क लेते हैं और फिट लोगों को डाल के
हाँ
उनकी
वो allowed भी
थोड़ा
नहीं
वो
है।
हो गया तो
रणजी एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर एक टाइम के बाद अलाउड नहीं है उसमें
Oh,
मतलब इफ यू
so-
प्लेड अ सर्टेन फ्यू गेम्स
Yeah.
और समथिंग
So I didn't obviously.
like इतने
see
कैप्स हो
yeah,
तो उसके
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
ठीक है. So क्या कितना रहता है लिमिट वैसे?
I think they allow
I'm
it
not too
after 35 or something. They allow one player or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. This is like
थोड़ा सा,
very well
competitive
balanced.
है
Like
Yeah.
बहुत competitive है
हाँ, like sounds like it.
everybody wants to win
Yes.
I'll have to come watch.
Yes.
Okay, so you're still playing.
Yeah,
How
we play, yes.
have you like extended your career for so long? Is there any secret behind it? Like mentally, you see nowadays ki like mental health and all of this has gained so much importance. Especially like when you talk about Virat Kohli or someone who have been advocates ki you have to give your
Yeah,
mental health also.
See, end of the day, you have to realize that why did you start playing this game?
Okay.
Because you used to enjoy it. Selection and all is all later. So do not take that pressure. Enjoy the game and just enjoy the game. Hit the ball well, bowl the ball well, enjoy while you're fielding. So that's the main idea. And selection and all is not in your hand. So what is not in your hand, you should not worry too much.
absolutely
But then what happens when you have to deal with like big losses? Like I'm not saying कि हुआ होगा. I'm just assuming कि हुआ होगा. कि like if you lose a big match,
that is a part of the game. That is a part of the game. You will win some. You will
have
lose
to
some.
treat it like
Yes,
that.
Obviously, you cannot win all the games. You might obviously fail. But yeah, the winning ratio or the performing ratio should be at a decent level. That's the thing.
but like आपके career में था कोई ऐसा point like mentally when you felt low, like when you thought about all of this कि yeah I should be enjoying what I do instead of thinking about all these
No,
things?
I was always enjoying what I was doing.
His vibe is strong.
Sorted.
I was very sorted. As in that I think that comes from your upbringing also. So my dad was mentally very strong. My mom is also mentally very strong. So that we
Athletes.
never
Yeah.
thought of mental stress. So पिताजी ने कभी focus ही नहीं किया इन चीजों पे और ना हमें सिखाया. So that's also
This is
important that you
nice.
should not know about such
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Important thing that comes into my mind when you talk to good cricketers or just say like your recent history is into coaching and everything. So what happens when somebody is having a very good patch, in his form and
Just keep continuing it. Understand the process and just keep following that
but
process.
you see the younger people because of social media और वो जो influence होता है कि everybody starts celebrating you and then one bad inning and then you take it very like you take it to heart. So how do you handle the highs and
No,
lows?
at that level, you cannot scroll the Instagram or maybe WhatsApp or whatever. It is
अच्छा
just a part of
your
the game.
teams
It is-
handle that मतलब आपके brand professionals होते
Yeah,
हैं
yeah.
आपकी
For
teams
example,
होती हैं
people
Like
all the
they-
big lots, all the big cricketers, big brands,
They have management
they have
teams.
proper teams. They have proper teams. And
So like they just create
they
a
scroll
bubble.
it halka fulka, but obviously they do not worry too much about what the people are talking. Yeah, no.
वो zone में होते हैं
They have to be on that zone because they are for a bigger mission, which is to obviously for the country what they're playing for.
right
So that's the bigger goal that the country should win and the performance
like
should not get.
almost like a soldier who's
absolutely.
there in the Indian
It
Army
is, yeah, absolutely.
in a way because
Absolutely.
cricket
Yeah,
इतना
you
scale
have
का
to be
level
so
Absolutely.
focused.
You cannot just get stressed that somebody is saying that, somebody is saying that. No,
Dude,
there's no
India,
chance.
Pakistan, from a media perspective, 225 live million views on the
Yeah,
broadcast.
Yeah.
That's bigger. So then Joe Rogan, right, one of the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
podcasts.
He
was
was
like,
talking about Kohli and all these
he's
guys.
talking
Yeah.
about these people are bigger than the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
which is America's biggest sporting event.
Kohli single-handedly is bigger than all
Kohli is
these
bigger than
sports.
Tom Brady or
Any day.
Yeah,
LeBron
yeah.
James,
Combined.
King James.
Combined, yeah.
So you see the madness.
Yeah. There was this episode he was showing the follower count on the screen.
Oh,
And
yeah,
like
yeah.
Kohli
He's
like,
not-
was
way-
so
way
high
up
up.
He was
there.
not believing. It's like this guy Virat Kohli, whoever. The other guy is telling him he's an Indian cricketer
There's a reason Speed came to India.
for the views.
Yeah, but like kitna like he's himself like a big character. But putting Kohli's name to his thing.
वैसे from a coaching perspective, again revisiting this point, जब बच्चा अच्छा कर रहा होगा 15-16 साल का होगा, naturally वो अपने local legend में तो फ्रेंड सर्कल में फेमस होगा, तारीफ मिलेंगी, गर्ल्स विल बी कॉम्प्लीमेंटिंग. सो वो चढ़ नहीं जाता, मतलब आपको यू टेक इट टू द एयर, सर पे चढ़ने वाला जो लॉजिक बोलते हैं आजकल.
जिसको ऊपर खेलना है वो नहीं चढ़ेगा.
पर वो होता है ना यूजुअली, लाइक नाउ यू कोचिंग
Like,
दीस यंगस्टर्स
I have this
So
example.
it does happen obviously, but ये है कि the boy or the girl whoever is playing professional cricket or whatever sport, he or she has to be focused because वो सब बाद में अपना मिल
तो
जाता है.
वो उसके लिए कोई स्पेसिफिक ट्रेनिंग होती है कि फोकस कैसे लाएं.
Focus, see, it depends on the individual at what level he or she wants to reach.
Okay.
If he or she is satisfied by just playing school cricket or whatever, then he is okay, no worries.
No, so if I am a 12th grader
Yeah.
and I am playing the best cricket in the school of 2,500 kids,
Yeah.
now you are my
Then
coach.
you're a star.
I am a star here, but my
But
coach
that
knows
thing-
मेरा
that-
potential है
that
कि भाई
thing has
state
to be
level
like
तक तो
इधर
खेलेगा.
okay पर ऊपर
Yeah.
जाके
तो अब
That
मेरी
thing has to
तैयारी
be
पूरी
put-
चेंज हो जाएगी.
Yeah, and that thing has to be put by the coach or teacher, whatever, that your focus should improve if you wish to play at the higher level.
Even if that means that I have to isolate and train separately from everybody
Yeah,
else.
obviously.
अकेले मैं कर रहा
करना ही
हूँ.
पड़ेगा.
because for
चारा ही नहीं.
I guess individual goal है ना यार वो तो.
चारा ही नहीं.
I
आपको
don't think
आपका
the full
time,
team is-
energy,
आप
money,
अपने friends
everything
का
will
party
go.
नहीं कर सकते. आपको ट्रेनिंग करना ही पड़ेगा. वो भले वो बैटिंग हो, bowling हो या जिम ट्रेनिंग, you cannot skip that.
No casual
No,
lunches.
no chances. No chances.
No chance at all.
No chance.
कर ही नहीं सकता, कोई कर रहा है वो
There's
सब.
no
Like,
scope.
कुछ तो होगा.
There is no scope. No.
Cheat day.
Bro, as an ex-student of
No
DC,
scope.
so,
As in at that level, what you are talking about, there's no
Like,
casual lunches. No.
national
The practice
team
has
level.
to be there.
no, because you know why I'm asking this
Some people
question.
might be talented, but
कि naturally थोड़े
थोड़े
हैं
बहुत हैं,
skills
but
तो they
वो
can-
हार्ड वर्क तो करना ही पड़ेगा.
ये
कितने
क्वेश्चन
भी
इसलिए
आप
पूछ रहा हूँ मैं बिकॉज वी हैव अ कोएड सिस्टम एंड अ डे बोर्डिंग कम बोर्डिंग सिस्टम. द स्कूल वर्क्स
Yeah,
इट्स
yeah,
नॉट अ आउट एंड आउट डेडिकेटेड स्पोर्ट्स कॉलेज लाइक MNSS राय.
Yeah.
स्पोर्ट्स स्कूल नहीं है, मतलब
Yes.
बच्चा वीरेंद्र सहवाग इंटरनेशनल स्कूल जहाँ पे
सहवाग
वो
international.
प्रोफेशनल
वो
बनने
बनी
के लिए
sports
पढ़ाई
के लिए,
साइड में कर रहे हैं.
Yeah.
यहाँ पेरेंट्स है कि पढ़ाई मेन है,
This is
साइड में
extracurricular.
टैलेंट हो तो एक्सप्लोर कर लेंगे.
Yeah.
तो ऐसे में कोच आकर के टीम को जिताना, और which I'm sure he's on the way of doing that. He's already got a couple of silverware under the cabinet of the school. So imagine that. So I'm trying to get a perspective. मुझे टाइम नहीं मिलेगा अलग से, मैं बोल रहा हूँ अभी पर्सपेक्टिव समझ लेते ही बहुत लगता है यार, डिस्ट्रैक्शन बहुत है स्पोर्ट में. How did you manage it? जैसे अब
Yeah,
आपको
like-
हर
नहीं,
कोई
so-
तारीफ कर रहा है ACB में भी, तो आप
नहीं,
यू
तो
टेक
जैसे
इट ठीक है बोलते रहो,
I
आई
went
नो
to
व्हाट आई
Bombay-
एम.
I went to Bombay after my schooling from Mayo College.
Okay.
उसके बाद जब बॉम्बे गए तो हमारे फ्रेंड्स थे जो काफ़ी चिल विल करते थे, बट या वी वर क्वाइट क्लियर दैट आई वांटेड टू प्ले फॉर माय स्टेट फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, मे बी इंडिया आल्सो व्हाटएवर. सो आई नेवर वेंट टू चिल विद देम. आई
But like
hardly no.
मुश्किल तो होगा ना, like
मुश्किल
because
होता है,
when
but
you're
temptation
a
resist
yeah
करनी
when you're
पड़ेगी.
a teenager
No,
or
it is not
something, it
temptation
becomes
also. It is that, for example, I was enjoying myself too much in the game, so I did not think that I was missing something.
like that was your
Virat
fun.
Kohli
I
mentality.
did not
Yeah.
feel that I was missing something.
Chad
Yeah,
mentality.
yeah. It was,
Giga
I
Chad.
never had a bad habit at that time, nothing like that till now also. So I never felt that I was missing something. That's also important.
Yeah, but this mentality is like
It's like a military boot camp thing, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's an
but-
old school thing कि नए लड़कों में आप फिर वो अल्फा मेल बनना है तो असली में बनो, नॉट जस्ट टू शो इट कि ऊपर ऊपर से एक इनिंग खेल ली एंड 50 पे आउट होके आना कोई मजा नहीं आता जूनियर लेवल पे. टू स्कोर हंड्रेड्स एंड हंड्रेड्स.
yeah. But अब what do
I'll
you
tell you,
feel?
once what happened was, I went to train in Bombay. And Bombay, you have to register yourself and all that, to play for Mumbai Cricket Association, all these local club games and everything.
Okay.
So there was one coach. I wanted to play obviously, but मुझे मिल नहीं रहा था खेलने के लिए शुरुआत में. It's a struggle thing. तो मेरे luckily I was walking on the Marine Drive and I found my एक senior cricketer from Rajasthan. So I found him and I told him, मैंने कहा भैया क्रिकेट खेलना है, कैसे खेलें? यहाँ पे बॉम्बे बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है, कोई खिला ही नहीं रहा है, कोई मना कर रहा है, कुछ कर रहा है. बोला पराडकर सर हैं. पराडकर सर इज जहीर खान्स कोच. ठीक है, ही प्रैक्टिसेस इन पारसी जिमखाना इन बॉम्बे. तो बोला अगर इन्होंने हाँ कर दिया आपको सिखाने के लिए तो ऑब्वियसली यू आर ब्लेस्ड.
हाँ,
चलो ठीक है.
Zahir.
जहीर खान
So this was like around what year?
2010 or 11 something.
11.
My
Zahir
college
was
days.
on fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Zach
World Cup
was-
2011 World Cup
Won the
जीती
World
इंडिया.
Cup.
Nine nine matches में
तो
11 wickets
उसमें
थे.
अब मैं डेडिकेशन की बात बता रहा हूँ आपको यार, कैसा जिद्दी होना पड़ता है कई दफ़ा. तो हम लोग मैं सर के पास गया, सर ने बोला कि नहीं बैच शुरू हो गया, वी आई कैन नॉट ट्रेन यू एंड ऑल दैट. तो मैंने कहा तू अगर ट्रेन नहीं कर पाएंगे फिर हमारा तो करियर खराब है, एक साल भर क्या करेंगे बॉम्बे में, ना पार्टी का शौक है ना कुछ शौक है, क्या करेंगे.
Exactly.
तो आई वेंट एवरी डे इन द मॉर्निंग 6 बजे जब मेरी ट्रेनिंग शुरू होती थी. 20-25 दिन तक आई वेंट एंड ही जस्ट सॉ मी कमिंग एंड आई वाज बॉलिंग इन द साइड्स एंड नेट वाज गोइंग ऑन. उनका नेट चल रहा था. 25 से 26 दिन उनको मेरे पे दया आ गई कि बेटा यू आर कमिंग एवरी डे, चल कम एंड बोल इन द नेट्स.
आ जाओ
तो
फाइनली.
फिर मैं वहाँ पे गया, नेट में बॉल डाली. सम क्रिकेटर वाज बैटिंग, a good batsman from Bombay was batting. I bowled at him. He liked my bowling. तो चल कल से आ जाना. That was such a huge feeling, I can tell you. I still remember that day.
Yeah, bro, his leggies are tough to read. I faced a few of them in Dune school recently. एक मैंने सोचा पैर निकाल के I can sweep him, like slog sweep him. Just 1 inch before the ball pitch, where it pitches,
Yeah.
like he just drifted in. I was like, it's not just his length. It is an experience of how to bowl.
So what happened was, सर ने मुझे बोला कि you are a good leg spinner, and he started training me and all that, सब कुछ किया. And बाद में उन्होंने बोला कि you should at least play Ranji Trophy. That was his lines. I still remember. You should at least play Ranji Trophy by your caliber. मैंने कहा जी सर जरूर. And by that time I was getting the senior calls and all that and state team and all that was playing. उसके बाद में क्या हुआ? I was playing for Hindu Gymkhana. I was professionally associated with Hindu Gymkhana. I was learning cricket at Parsi Gymkhana.
Okay.
तो हमारा मैच हुआ हिंदू जिमखाना का और सर की टीम का. सर कोई पराड की कोई टीम होती थी उनकी, वहाँ पे सिखाते थे, कोचिंग करते थे ऑफिशियली.
So you were playing against your coach.
हाँ, तो सडनली आए और मुझे नहीं पता था सर उसकी टीम को सिखाते भी हैं, उनके प्रोफेशनल कोच वोच हैं. तो आए, वाज सिटिंग द सेम ड्रेसिंग रूम. सर भी आया, तू कैसे यहाँ? मेरे से मैं हिंदू से खेलता हूँ. तो कहते हैं कि अच्छा ठीक है, सो ये बैटिंग? मैंने कहा हाँ सर, 1 डाउन बैटिंग. क्या बात है, यू बैट ऑल्सो? मैंने कहा हाँ सर थोड़ा बहुत करता हूँ. सो आई वेंट टू बैट, आई स्कोर्ड अ 94 नॉट आउट. तो तोड़ू ही नहीं है ना. तो सर यार तू गजब ऑलराउंडर है. एंड सी यू नो इट योरसेल्फ कि आप ठीक हो.
But that affirmation
when
is
a coach of Paradkar sir's
caliber
things
and level. Nah.
tells you that you are good, you feel you're actually good. So that
It's coming from a place of credibility.
Yeah.
मतलब उन्होंने
Absolutely.
किया हुआ है ऐसे हवा में
बोलने के
नहीं.
लिए नहीं बोल रहे हैं. Like,
Absolutely.
Can't be,
actually
those guys
impressed.
don't work like that.
yeah, they're very simple people.
But like
Either they'll coach you,
तब
they'll say no.
तब भी mentally it didn't get to you. कि like
No, no,
wow,
no.
Paradkar sir just
Yeah,
said
No,
he's
no chance, no chance. यार तो उन्होंने देखा है कि मेहनत कर रहे हैं, अच्छा कर रहे हैं, बात अलग है. बट वो तो खेलना तो खुद को ही पड़ेगा. आपको अच्छा करना पड़ेगा at long
हाँ.
level. Yeah.
crazy यार. हमको तो कोई ऐसे बोलते तो
दिन बन गया, महीना बन गया.
we'll be like, okay, bye.
अब अगली साल देखी जाएगी. इम्प्रेस करना है किसी और को तो.
नहीं, that's you have to be obviously grounded. 7 and just keep working hard.
Okay. So, speaking about your career longevity and everything, let's shift to the current Indian team.
Yeah.
है ना? So, first of all, basic question.
Yeah.
What do you think about the current Indian team?
It's very well balanced. I think
Okay.
India's batting order is looking extremely good after KL Rahul coming in and Shreyas Iyer coming in. They really balance the team really well now. It's
Okay.
looking very balanced side.
Okay. So,
One of the best ever India's ever had.
See, I cannot say that because
Different eras.
different eras have different playing styles and all that. But obviously, it's a very balanced team.
I heard Sehwag and Zahir Khan on the Crick Buzz
yeah,
build-up
the
show
pre-show they do.
that Sayami Kher was hosting. So she asked him, "What about this team? Can they lift the cup?" So Sehwag very like clearly, like आजकल तो Sehwag का
वो
जोर नहीं
he's
अलग है,
very
like,
blunt now.
ये है. तो he's like अगर ये वाली टीम नहीं लिफ्ट कर पाती है तो फिर अगले 2 वर्ल्ड कप और इंडिया नहीं कर पाएगी लिफ्ट.
It's a very balanced side. It's a very balanced side.
Because some of the
But why? Like,
just so
next two
he
World
backed it up
Cups-
because he's like Virat and Rohit possibly are playing their last.
हाँ.
Rohit is definitely
हाँ,
playing his last. Virat
yeah.
Kohli is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah,
we
we
might.
talked
So
about
you-
this.
yeah, you've
he
talked
can
about
he can
it.
extend it.
He plugged that earlier podcast on this line.
Check it out.
Check that out. तो उसमें उसने बोला कि ये 2 senior pros जाएंगे अब. शुभमन गिल and these stars are in the making. But so now they are perfectly balanced as he said. अब अगली बार में it will be a
Experience
lot of
इतना नहीं
people
रहेगा.
का first time जो अभी नहीं है टीम में जो आएंगे
Okay.
next year जगह बनेगी ना.
Yeah, yeah.
तो फिर इससे बेटर odds नहीं, जीत तो सकते हैं पर odds इस बार के हाईएस्ट है बिकॉज ऑफ द कॉम्पोजिशन ऑफ द स्क्वाड.
Absolutely.
No pressure.
नो प्रेशर. इंडिया में भी तो हो रहा है ब्रो, वो भी तो काउंटर इन करो आप.
यार
हर स्टेडियम भरा हुआ है, 50,000 जनता कम से कम.
हाँ, definitely. Even matches that aren't India's
या
are going like almost sold out. I wouldn't say
I was
sold
surprised
out.
to see Afghanistan's game was packed at
Versus
Firozshah
England.
Kotla.
What game they played? Yeah.
versus
What
England.
a
na?
game, yeah, what a game.
Yeah.
Bowling.
Rashid,
Fearless
Rashid.
cricket, fearless cricket.
The crowd was like Rashid,
Yeah,
Rashid.
absolutely. So Rashid is a huge star.
He's a
in
star.
India.
Huge star.
Rashid
Huge
is huge, I
And
think.
Gurbaz, right?
Ramanullah
Rahmanullah
Gurbaz.
Gurbaz.
What a start to the
What a
inning.
knock.
Flyer.
57 balls, some 80 runs. Brilliant start.
That's how he also plays. Gurbaz type inning.
So like relatable.
Little bit, yeah, but yeah.
20
Gurbaz
ball,
too good, yeah.
20 ball 50.
So did you go watch any match abhi?
No,
इस World Cup
I
का?
recently saw this game, India versus Australia at
The-
Holkar Stadium.
Yeah.
And where Surya Kumar Yadav smashed 4 sixes in the
Oh,
first 4
yeah,
balls. So I think
exquisite,
Green, I think
exquisite.
Green was
yeah,
bowling.
yeah, Cameron Green.
And I literally had to take out my
क्या
camera. I
over
wanted to be
था
a part of the history making.
पीछे वाले shots
Yeah.
जो थे
Yeah,
दो,
man.
Crazy.
phenomenal.
Unfortunately,
He's-
he did not hit the last 2 for sixes, but yeah, brilliant.
वो
Cricket and brilliant
experience है
everything.
वैसे like देखने का.
I wish he gets more starts in this World Cup though. वो मिल नहीं रहा है उसको वो spot पे.
But that order has become so competitive.
बहुत
अभी.
बहुत
Like,
competitive है.
सब लोग ही खेल ही रहे हैं तो it's like
Shreyas
who
is
do you
also
remove?
playing well. You
Yeah.
cannot, you cannot.
उनकी जगह बननी चाहिए. वो बहुत ही स्पेशल प्लेयर हैं. सूर्य कुमार की जगह कैसे भी बनानी चाहिए.
Ishan and
Because
Sky, I guess, both of
my
them.
only fear is that when India has to chase 70 of 30, you would need player
Yeah,
like
a
Surya who
T20
can
proper
just win it for
format,
you. Types.
yeah.
That's like a 350
Yeah.
plus score in ODI.
Yeah.
मतलब
So
उसको
that
chase
time,
करना हो तो.
बिल्कुल. So you need players like Surya who are extremely special.
Okay. So you're saying it's very well balanced and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
But कुछ भी ऐसा है जो आप change करोगे?
अभी ठीक लग रहा है. अभी ठीक लग. Just make a space for Surya. Surya needs to bat in.
So who would you
It's a tricky thing.
check
Yeah,
out?
you know, it's a tricky thing. Hardik Pandya needs to bowl 10 overs. Something has to be balanced because one of these, I think, Shardul Thakur would go out or something.
Okay.
So it's a very
So bowling
difficult thing to
change, okay, ठीक है.
fit in Surya Kumar, but I just feel that he needs that space. He's too good. He's that special talent who can win the World Cup.
Actually,
for
he
you.
should,
Possibly last World Cup again.
For
Sky,
Surya Kumar?
yeah, possibly.
I think he might obviously.
32, 33.
Yeah,
I
he
think-
is senior, but yeah,
I think he'll do one more.
yeah, probably I guess.
Yeah,
Yes.
with Virat.
Yeah.
Virat, yeah.
Virat तो
Well,
कर
he's too
लेगा.
good. He's in form also. He's batting really well. He's got his start little late of his
I
career.
actually
Yep.
feel like if Virat wins na, then he wouldn't care about the next World Cup. He'll be like,
He might announce.
he might like he's very
Yeah.
hungry for success and all this winning and everything. So he might play still, but
दूर है अभी तो.
let's hope
ये वाला ही
he
अभी
keeps
तो.
playing.
Yeah.
अभी RCB को भी जिताना है.
That is another trophy waiting for him.
Okay. So going on to some old topics. Okay, not the current Indian team.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the last Indian team that won the World Cup.
Yeah.
MS Dhoni was captain.
Yeah.
Do you feel like which do you feel like inclined towards more? Okay, was Dhoni a good captain, a great captain, or team अच्छी थी?
नहीं, टीम तो देखो अच्छी चाहिए ही आपको. If you want to win the World Cup, you need a balanced team, which is also there in Rohit Sharma's case. And in that time also, when Dhoni was the captain, team was extremely balanced. You had players like Virender Sehwag, Sachin Tendulkar, and all these big legends.
Yeah.
And obviously youngsters were also damn good, like Virat Kohli was there, and Gautam Gambhir's experience was there. So you need अच्छी टीम तो आपको चाहिए ही चाहिए. वो भले अभी की बात हो या फिर बात की बात हो. But हाँ, धोनी जो हैं वो इतने as in amazing है अपने आप में, that whatever calls he takes, it works for him, and the timing is so superb. So he has that, obviously, that lucky thing with him, obviously, which goes his way.
So comparing the two
And
squads,
the thing is that even Rohit Sharma has the same little
Yeah.
thing, that he's won already 5 IPL trophies.
हाँ
Yeah.
इसलिए तो
probably
comparison
fingers
इतना
crossed,
हो
let's
रहा
see if
Comparisons
है.
India
might
wins the World Cup this
Yeah,
time.
I think Suresh Raina was recently comparing the two of them,
Yeah.
and उनका ये कहना था कि like basically Sharma is also very calm in
Yeah.
the locker room and
दोनों का
everything. He
behavior
gives
थोड़ा
that
simple है, yes.
similar
Yeah,
personality
yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
Hmm.
So comparing the captains is okay. Let's compare the squads. Which squad do you think was more balanced?
At that time, I think there was no bigger batsman. Sachin Tendulkar was there, obviously. There's no
This
option.
is last World Cup, तो तब तो वही था.
You cannot compare. But yeah, Sachin के बाद में Sachin sir के बाद में जब ये आए हैं Rohit Sharma and all, these are also damn good players. Yeah. So India is just
Virat
a
Kohli
very
played a
good
role
balanced
in
side
the
this time
last World
also.
Cup, didn't he?
He
played a
played,
role.
he played.
He
थोड़ा तो कुछ
He
किया
scored
था.
50. He scored a 50 against Sri Lanka in the final game. Where Tilak Ratna Dilshan caught him.
I think it
for a
was
brilliant catch.
Gambhir and Dhoni the high scorers in
Yeah,
that
but
match.
Okay.
It was Virat Kohli who stabilized the innings.
He did. That's true, actually.
India lost 2 quick wickets, and Virat Kohli came in at 1 down or something, and he stabilized the innings. So
He was younger than Shubman Gill is today, actually, उस time पे.
probably, yeah, he was 21, 22.
Yeah.
But obviously,
Similar.
very, very great knock by him at that time.
So you know what, like seriously, like कौन सी ज़्यादा better थी team?
यार अभी exactly क्या ना, दोनों टीम अच्छी हैं.
Like कुछ personal
Your
preference.
pick.
Yeah.
मेरी तो आज की है.
See, if you
आज
see,
की टीम अलग ही level
if
पे.
you
Same.
see people who had scored runs, वो उस टीम में भी थे, इस टीम में भी हैं. You had Sehwag का flamboyance at that time in 2011, and इस time पे you have Shubman Gill, who's batting really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then you have Rohit Sharma, who's again looking very, very strong,
Yeah.
like the way he's batting right
So,
now. And
Dhoni-esque.
KL Rahul is looking good. We had Gautam Gambhir in that team. You have
Hardik.
Pandya over here, so it looks okay. It looks a really balanced team both ways. But yeah, I need that lucky thing also with the Indian team. And
So pick नहीं करोगे ना?
no, it's very difficult because on the other side, all my favorite legends are there.
Yeah. Grown up seeing
yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm a huge fan of obviously Mahi Bhai and all these guys.
I think growing up and watching players is a big thing
Yeah, it's
in
a
like
big
who
thing,
do you
yeah.
support, because like we've grown up watching
Yeah.
these guys more.
Yeah.
I think like in our most influential years,
Bilkul.
like teenage and everything.
Bilkul.
So that's why I think we always like would prefer these guys over those guys.
अच्छा लग रहा है, okay.
Like I would
So I'm a
personally,
huge, if you see about the character part,
I understand कि हाँ वो team क्यों,
Yeah.
but
As a kid in
personally
India,
I would go for.
But I just really feel that at that time, you could sense the hunger of winning. For example, if you see when Sehwag went in, or when Sachin sir went in, or when Gautam Gambhir went in, so you could sense that hunger. They had to win the game for the.
तो आज से
nation.
विराट है ना हमारे पास.
आज विराट है.
एक ही है.
हाँ, तो थोड़ा सा एक हल्का सा लगता है that hunger part हल्का सा शायद कम हो सकता है, but
हुक्का शेर.
थोड़ा सा वो तो सारे गंभीर would take on any opponent.
Gambhir was
Gambhir and Virat.
insane.
Gambhir,
Imagine.
Virat in one team, and then
And
having
okay with
Sachin
each
and
other.
having Mahi Bhai with you, and that I'm a huge fan of Gambhir always. He could just take on anybody.
He's such a small guy, man. He's
Yeah.
not that big a guy, right? Gautam Gambhir is like a
हाँ वो उनकी
normal
height
frame.
छोटी
but
है, but
दिल्ली से
वो
है
बहुत
भाई.
तगड़े हैं, बहुत तगड़े हैं वो.
दिल्ली से
सेंसर
है.
करना पड़ेगा आगे का.
I said भाई.
दिल्ली से है भाई. गौती भाई.
I can't say the other one. But हाँ feeling वही है. But yeah, like all of these guys, I get your point कि like they had this fight inside.
Fire
them
है.
कि like हाँ जीतना है. Okay, so comparing those teams, you're not picking. Okay.
No
But
chance.
Actually, you'll be surprised. I have a friend जो क्रिकेट फैनाटिक था 12th तक. ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं हमारे फ्रेंड्स, शायद मिलेनियल और जेनजी से. जेनजी तो बहुत ही बच्चे हो गए, उनको नहीं पता होगा.
मैं
You अभी
technically
mid
Gen Z
20.
में ही हूँ.
You are Gen Z?
98. So
No, Gen Z is
technically
99 onwards, no?
Late 90s.
नहीं यार.
अरे, I've done a research paper.
तो नहीं, I don't know. So there are sections of
There
my
are
friends
various things
जो
like
अब जैसे
just argue.
क्रिकेट नहीं फॉलो कर रहे ना, बोले कि अब वो ऐसे बोलते हैं वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम है क्रिकेट देखना. उस टाइप के लोग जो पागलों जैसे देखते थे, उनका पता है क्या कहना है? वेरी वियर्ड ओपिनियन दिस इज. सो दे वर ऑब्सेस्ड विद सौरव गांगुली वाला डेज. दे वर लाइक वो
That is so-
नैट वेस्ट की जो उठाने वो घुमाने वो मेमोरी कोर मेमोरी है. लाइक वो मजा कहाँ आता है आजकल? इट्स लाइक सेइंग वो सीरियल होते थे एकता कपूर के टाइम के, जब वो ड्रामेटिक साउंड इफेक्ट. आजकल तो वेब सीरीज में मजा नहीं आ रहा. ऐसे भी लोग हैं इंडिया में ब्रो. दे लव्ड इट, द ड्रामेटिक्स ऑफ दैट एरा. वो आजकल तो हर कोई आईपीएल में मर्सिनरी क्रिकेट खेल रहा है, पैसों के लिए खेल रहा है. वो एंगल नहीं डाल देते. हर एक ग्रुप में एक
हाँ,
फ्रेंड
but-
होता है, क्रिकेट ऑल अबाउट मनी मेकिंग.
fixing
भाई
it.
ऐसा नहीं है, फॉलो तो कर ले स्पोर्ट. नहीं, गांगुली और सचिन, द्रविड़, लक्ष्मण यही थे. द ट्रिनिटी ऑफ क्रिकेट. वो ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश थे वो. इसके बियॉन्ड कुछ था ही नहीं.
This is a very different perspective.
वो देयर आर पीपल यू
इनसे मिलना पड़ेगा एक बार.
वो आप ये क्वेश्चन पूछे, वो बोलेंगे वो चूज करते वो वाला 2003 वाला टीम बेस्ट थी.
यार honestly मैं पूछता ही नहीं वो सवाल, क्योंकि even I don't remember that. team, so I'm like-
My heroes, sir, you'd be surprised. मेरे थे एडम गिलक्रिस्ट एंड ब्रेट ली एंड these guys.
Chris was, I started watching IPL because of
Oh my
Adam
god,
Gilchrist.
what a
Like,
what
he
a
was
guy.
the first player I
Loved
watched.
his demeanor. Yeah, Adam Gilchrist was gentleman cricketer.
He was so good.
और ऑस्ट्रेलियन वाली वो पॉन्टिंग वाली टीम में जो ब्रैश ही क्रिकेटर
Andrew Simons वाली team.
हर सबको स्लेज करते थे. उसमें गिलक्रिस्ट जैसा बंदा मजा आता था.
Gilchrist was that calm
He won the
personality.
first
उसमें, I think
foreigner captain as an IPL.
Deccan Chargers,
Deccan Chargers,
2009.
Second season.
Second, yeah. First was Rajasthan.
Beautiful cricketer. Loved Gilchrist, man.
So you were supporting Rajasthan also in IPL.
Ah,
Yeah, IPL में you had some other
IPL
team.
में, no,
So,
I've always been a Mahi fan. Yeah, always been a Mahi fan.
You should ask him
So
about his
CSK.
IPL
Yeah.
exposure or encounters.
Yeah, like, did you try out for IPL?
There have been net bowlers for Rajasthan Royals and Kochi Tuskers and all that.
Oh, so
So,
Kochi
that's a
Tuskers
big
was
thing,
तो
bro.
like
Yeah.
recent थोड़ा सा
Yeah,
ऐसे.
Kochi Tuskers. That was I was.
How
part of
difficult
and
is it to make it as a net bowler also? ये बताओ.
Pretty difficult. Pretty difficult. Obviously, if you're playing decent cricket, then then
How
only they call
like
you.
कितना competitive है like?
बहुत
Is
सारे
there-
लोग
like,
wait
do you
कर रहे
guys
हैं
know
net
कि
bowler
like
बनने.
हाँ ये spot है available
हाँ,
and then
कैसे
you're
पता चलता है?
fighting
वो
amongst
आपको,
each other?
आजकल तो कई सारे एजेंट्स होते हैं जो इनके फ्रेंचाइज के लिए काम करते हैं.
Okay.
So wherever you're playing and all that, so they keep a track of you, of how you're performing and how
Scout
you're
कर
playing.
लेते
So they
Yeah,
recruit
so scouting
you.
regular on रहती है.
Okay.
And if they feel that this boy is good enough, so yeah, they do give a chance.
So while playing like Ranji or something,
yeah, Ranji State
the
matches
scouts
and
are
all that.
there,
Yeah, yeah.
and you know these scouts.
No,
are
no,
there.
There's
you don't
this
know. You don't know them. You don't know them.
There's this policeman story, you know, a cop that was asked to net bowler बन गया था. वही sorry, Netherlands का Dutch team में net bowler बना लिया of a guy who's in Indian guy जो उसको Netherlands team ने net bowler बनाया. बड़ी interesting story है.
Oh,
आपको पता होगा नहीं?
ऐसे नाम कुछ
नहीं हो-
याद नहीं आ रहा है ऐसे तो.
तो आजकल तो सर हो सकती हैं चीजें. If any management likes somebody genuine है तो why not? If things are workable.
If he's good, obviously why not? Yeah. But
So
yeah, he
like
has to
you
be
don't
good.
have to go through the normal
Yeah.
route also like to get there. Like ऐसे भी
No,
तरीके
but you
हैं.
have to play for your state and all. It is not just a direct entry.
Okay, so ये requirements होती हैं basic.
What about that guy with the South Indian T Natarajan?
Natarajan.
The way
हाँ.
he also came
Yeah,
into the team beach में.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. So he's played for his state and all that, obviously, and then obviously he was very, very good. And that obviously that Australia,
Yeah, they picked
in which
him, na?
India won the trophy against
Yeah.
Australia. So he was no doubt he's very good.
And the Kashmiri bowler
Umran Malik. Yeah.
Umran Malik.
Malik.
Yeah.
वो भी आया.
Malik is yeah
Speedy guy.
new gen.
I wonder where उसका आपको लगता है again can be to the Indian team?
No,
मुश्किल है.
obviously he can because he's extremely talented and he bowls
Fast.
extremely fast. But I think he needs to play a lot of red ball cricket because he needs to have a little better control.
Okay.
वो जरूरी है
Maybe
थोड़ा
his
सा.
state doesn't allow that many matches red ball में.
No, but it doesn't matter. But you know, he has to practice with that because he's got such good pace. If he just bowls at one good area, he can be extremely difficult.
तो
to play.
usually T20 prefer करते हैं इतने fast speedy bowlers को ना. Injury होती है red ball में तो.
No, it doesn't matter. I think one has to practice that. It is very
कोई भी
important.
ball हो.
It is very important, yeah. Because red ball से क्या होता है, you have to आपको लंबी spells डालनी पड़ती हैं, आपको सीखने को मिलता है काफी, आपको एक accuracy आपकी बढ़ती है. So it's very important. And especially a player like Umran Malik, obviously, he should be playing a lot of Ranji Trophy, which is...
तो ये young players की बात कर ही रहे हैं. तो like, how impactful do you think social media is right now in terms of selection and everything?
No, social media does not have any role to play.
Like if a player is famous or something, and whatever
No, but
a player does on social
his
media.
current track also should be good enough. His
You mean the power of the brand of cricketer he is?
Yeah, brand of a
उससे I
player.
don't think selection committee
इतना
करती
कुछ
होगी.
फर्क नहीं पड़ता है because you have to be consistent no matter you are playing or not playing. अगर आप
So that
consistent
part
आप भले
doesn't
हो-
really affect.
नहीं इतना नहीं.
So if
लोग-
tomorrow
कि like
Shubman
a
becomes a very
cameraman
big
को
star,
ऐसे
Yeah.
कुछ धक्का
like
दे दिया.
Virat, Shubman clearly seems to be knocking on the door
Yeah,
of
yeah.
superstardom
Yeah.
because he's young.
He's like the
got a
next big
personality.
thing.
He is a silent guy right now and people like him. अभी
Yeah.
potential untapped है.
Yeah.
तो जब वो सुपरस्टार बन जाएगा प्रोपेल होके 5 साल में तो
But उस
होगा
time भी
फर्क
उनको- उस time भी
पड़ेगा.
उनको consistent रहना पड़ेगा. Obviously, after a couple of games or whatever games, you have to be consistent.
No, but like if he's not playing a game, then the entire headlines
they
are like
could-
Shubman Gill is not
Yeah.
there.
So there could be reasons for not playing. We can't say at this time. But yeah, you have to be really scoring runs, whatever time it is. Just today or just tomorrow, maybe after 5 years also.
No, so cricketer
I
doesn't
remember
need to.
headlines when Sachin sir was not scoring runs.
Mm.
Australian newspaper had put an article "End Dulkar." So imagine, so the media can question
Australian media is so
question a person like Sachin.
Even
was
British
like-
media is
especially
brutal.
especially against Indian players.
Yeah,
They're like so
English
brutal.
and Australian
Yeah.
media is
Yeah,
quite.
It's very tough to get around. Like आपके साथ कभी ऐसा हुआ था रणजी लेवल पे या something कि like there was media or something and
नहीं,
they
अभी
wrote something.
Thankfully, I think नहीं होता
a
media
little
में.
unfortunate or whatever. I did not play for too long, as in the professional cricket, Ranji Trophy and all that, and senior cricket. But yeah, ठीक है. It's थोड़ा pressure रहता है, but ज़्यादा नहीं. You have to be scoring runs at whatever level, or you have to just take wickets at whatever level.
I think that question that you are asking, it comes from a perspective of the younger generation, sir. जो अभी बड़े हो रहे हैं ना,
जी.
तो वो देख रहे हैं दो पैरेलल्स हैं. एक आप एथलीट तो हो ही, चलो ठीक है. If you're a bona fide athlete, you have to somewhere put in efforts into the brand building aspect of it all also. Because why would the agents take you on board? What are you offering? Bringing to the table apart from your cricket. ये मतलब in
nowadays
football it is major.
Yeah, like nowadays
that way
how
if you
I
look at it,
see
I
it
think,
is
yeah.
कि you're not only a sports person, you're also
an
a brand.
ambassador,
Yeah,
you're a
also
brand.
Like
Because you make that kind of money.
you're basically a role model for younger
Exactly,
people also.
exactly.
So
बिल्कुल.
whatever you
Influence
do,
इतना है आपका.
नहीं,
Exactly.
वो भी ज़रूरी है. वो भी obviously if one is playing cricket or whatever and he's scoring runs and उसकी वजह से उनको brands वगैरह मिल रही हैं, वो भी ज़रूरी है अपनी जगह पे. But yeah, one has to be little cautious कि वो अपनी practice वगैरह को serious कर रहा है, वो सब miss नहीं कर रहा है, वो भी ज़रूरी है. Now brands will be a part of your life because you are a huge star like
You have
Messi
to
or
back it
cricket
up
or
with
whatever.
performance.
Yeah, obviously.
उसके
Because
बिना
आप-
नहीं है कुछ.
बिल्कुल.
मतलब अब वो चढ़ता सूरज ढल जाएगा.
बिल्कुल आपको आप 4-5 सीरीज नहीं चलो आपको नहीं मिलेंगे वो एड जो आपको मिल रहे थे.
True that.
Yeah.
True that.
unless you're Kohli.
No,
He keeps backing it up. Bro. Look at his numbers.
Yeah, but like when you see that एक साल का span when he was
No
not
century
in
drought.
that form.
But he was never out of form.
कभी भी नहीं
He
है
never-
वो.
he-
yeah,
he
I
did not
said he
score a
was not
century.
in that peak level.
He did not score a
form.
century.
He wasn't
but he was
out of
always
form
scoring
ever.
50s. And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
scored
yeah.
non-stop 50s.
Plus
in almost
captaincy का भी load
every
था.
series.
कैप्टेंसी का भी तब बहुत चला
थोड़ा
था
सा
इसका।
maybe. that
कह
is a
सकते हैं
factor.
हल्का फुल्का पर कभी विराट कोहली कभी आउट ऑफ फॉर्म नहीं थे. वो हमेशा रन बना रहे थे और वो क्या नाम है 50, 60, 70 हमेशा कर रहे थे. हाँ, obviously he was not able to convert them into hundreds, which he's known for, but yeah, he was continuously scoring runs.
Okay, so coming back to Ranji Trophy level, one question I had about the controversial topic about ball tampering. तो like कितना होता था and अब
बॉल
कितना कम
टैम्परिंग
हुआ है?
पहले थोड़ा बहुत आप कह सकते हैं होता होगा जब कैमराज वगैरह इतने नहीं थे.
Like I guess
अब तो-
for the fans, like the biggest example everyone remembers is Steve Smith and David Warner and all these guys
तो
getting
वो
caught.
कैमरे में आया इसलिए बिकॉज तो उस टाइम पे कैमराज आ गए थे काफी से and he should have
हाँ.
technically not done it.
The Aussies are
Like that was
they
थोड़ा सा
tend to
dumb.
be
तो उन्होंने वो
notorious
गलती
like
करी
that.
and obviously उनको
2-3 बार ही किया ऑस्ट्रेलियंस ने आई थिंक.
Yeah,
उसका
दो
उनको
बार है.
भुगतान करना
सैंड
पड़ा.
पेपर एक
हाँ.
था.
Yeah.
2 बार था. एक ये था, एक बहुत पहले था.
तो उसका उनको भुगतान करना पड़ा. तो अभी तो आई थिंक आई डोंट सी एनी प्लेयर टेक्स दैट रिस्क ऑफ डूइंग दिस बिकॉज आप कैमरा के सामने होते हो, हर एंगल पे कैमरा लगा होता है और आप कुछ ऐसा करो तो आप पकड़े जाते हो एंड यू कैन बी बैंड फ्रॉम द गेम आल्सो. इट्स द रूल्स आर वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट.
So पर पहले होता था like
हल्का फुल्का
5-10 years.
हाँ, if the cameras were not there, people did it और थोड़ा बहुत.
Used to spit also, no, for saliva on the
अब तो
ball
allowed ही
seam
नहीं.
and
अब
वो
तो
allowed ही
तो
नहीं
वो
है.
COVID restrictions आ गए.
कोविड ने कुछ अच्छा कर दिया क्रिकेट में.
Yeah, but like I'm actually curious as a fan ki, like how does it happen and like what stage, like if you have ever seen it happen or something, like what is the mindset ki like ball tampering
I think
abhi
there
kare,
are
aise
various
kare,
ways
वैसे
of
करें,
doing
like,
things to the ball, right? Like seam है,
like
shine है.
predetermined है कि हाँ करेंगे ही आज
लोग
यहाँ.
नाखून से कर लेते थे. नाखून से you can rub the make the ball.
I think कैप्टन
tamper
का
the ball a little
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी
bit.
बहुत होता होगा इसमें,
अब
क्योंकि
ये सब कर
कैप्टन
सकते हैं.
कोई चार्ज है ना फील्ड में, तो वो आपके बॉलर क्या कर रहे थे, कैप्टन विल बी हेल्ड
हाँ, but
अकाउंटेबल.
like something like using sandpaper or something that must be
No,
कि like
nobody takes
सोच
that
के
risk.
ना कि like
Nobody
हाँ
takes
लेके
that risk.
चलें
Because
अपन
any
ये.
day if you're caught, it's very risky thing. It's a very risky thing.
Yeah, it can end your career now.
Yeah.
If you're an Indian cricketer, you're done. खत्म ही हो गया
I'm
game.
saying कि like 10 years before, like जब
Pakistanis and
cameras इतने
Australians have done
prevalent
it.
आपने
नहीं
हल्का फुल्का कर लिया, आप नहीं पकड़ेगे, ठीक है. But हाँ, if you're caught by any chance, if somebody,
तो गए.
if the umpire gets to know, obviously your thing is over. You can't play the next game or play that game also.
बाप रे.
I hope.
So like इसके comparison में तो Steve Smith and all got off like very easy
Yeah,
but he
2
was-
years
he was
back.
banned for
Bro,
2
their reputation.
compared to like people like getting banned from the sport completely.
Yeah.
2
But
years
what
is
हुआ है
फिर
किसी के
भी.
साथ?
But huge
Lifetime.
respect for Steve Smith that he made a very good comeback also. Because
Yeah,
it's very
he's
difficult to come
captain
back after
level
2
again.
years.
So
Even David Warner also.
yeah.
Yeah.
उस लेवल का प्लेयर हो के बेचारा 2 साल बाहर हो गया.
डेविड वार्नर का तो आई रिमेम्बर वन सीजन सनराइजर्स उसको बिठा के रखा था बस लाइक फुल आईपीएल सीजन.
I wonder why that happened. आज तक नहीं पता चला.
या
क्या
कुछ
था
तो
वो
था
reason?
उनका कंट्रोवर्सी, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रिलेटेड ही होगा मोस्टली. but
I hope your next question is not on spot fixing.
Hmm,
वो भी नहीं होती, अब नहीं होती, पहले होती थी शायद.
नहीं, पर like it's like as a fan I'm always curious कि like how do you even decide कि like हाँ अभी करें, because we don't look at the sport in that way कि like fixing करो या ऐसा कुछ करो. So I'm always curious कि like कैसी situation इतनी कितनी बुरी है कि like you're like कि हाँ let's go down to this level.
नहीं, Indian cricket has enough money to take care of its cricketers, so I don't think so people are involved in it.
Okay.
I think Indian cricket is out of it, I feel.
Okay. This is good.
Yeah.
So Australians कर रहे हैं.
नहीं कोई नहीं इससे हमें नहीं पता क्या कर रहा है, हम इसके
We have no idea.
Okay, so let's wrap it up. Let's close this. Final question from my side.
Yeah.
How is coaching going? What is your
Look,
next
it's
step
amazing.
in
It's
life?
amazing. It's great to see youngsters practicing hard, but yeah, the dedication is missing what we feel now
Like in the new
in
generation?
the new generation. Yeah, and
Distractions बहुत है.
distractions बहुत हैं, parents
Like
का involvement
hunger
बहुत
to
है.
win या बाकी चीजों?
Parents का involvement बहुत ज़्यादा है बच्चों के career में. They start becoming coaches of their respective children.
Yeah.
So the real thing
That's
is
a
that
big one.
तो बच्चे को आई थिंक कोच को जब आपने दे दिया रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तो आपको उस पर छोड़ना चाहिए.
Okay.
एंड हमारे कोचिंग में हमेशा जब फादर साहब या मदर साहब घुस जाते हैं तो फिर कोचिंग बच्चे का नहीं हो पाता है, बिकॉज दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड हाउ मच मेहनत इज रिक्वायर्ड
Okay.
टू मेक हिम इनटू अ क्रिकेट स्टार और वॉट एवर. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट आपने जब कोच को दे दिया है तो जस्ट हैव बिलीफ इन,
Surrender.
हैव ट्रस्ट इन. इट्स
Okay.
लाइक यू नो व्हेन हम जब लोग छोटे होते थे हमें जैसे हमारे मदर फादर छोड़ देते थे
हाँ कि
कोई
जाओ
स्पेशल
खेलो.
टीचर के पास में कि आप सीखिए, अब उसके बाद में उसको नॉलेज है तो उसको प्लीज लेट हिम गेम.
Trust him also.
Trust factor कम
Yeah.
हो गया है.
या
What?
ट्रस्ट फैक्टर कम नहीं हुआ है, वो टीवी देख देख के उनको लगता है कि शायद वो
हाँ,
cricket
like
सीख गए.
they feel like
Yeah.
they
They
know
don't
more.
understand that.
WhatsApp University.
They don't understand.
YouTube
कि-
watching.
Yeah. They don't understand कि जो हार्ड वर्क है वो इतना जरूरी है
Overnight
और
नहीं
उसको
आता है.
वो इतना वो देते ही नहीं है.
Hmm. Like करने नहीं देते.
Also,
कर
one
नहीं
thing-
देते इन दैट केस, बिकॉज वी रिमेंबर दैट हम लोग जब छोटे होते थे हम लोग साइकिल पे चले जाते थे किट
हाँ.
लेके एंड ऑल दैट, और क्या नाम है कभी एक्टिवा पे 4 लोग जा रहे हैं,
अब
2 लोग
थोड़े
जा रहे हैं.
ओवर
अब तो
प्रोटेक्टिव हो गए हैं.
गाड़ियां आ रही हैं, somebody is picking their kids and all
Yeah.
that, and फिर आ रहे हैं सर कब लेके जाना है, बाबा को लेके जा सकते हैं.
Yeah.
Reminds
ऐसे में
me-
आप क्रिकेटर नहीं बन सकते,
reminds
ऐसे में
me
it's
of
very
this-
difficult.
reminds me of this line or a quote that I really loved recently. मैंने पढ़ी, उसमें कहते हैं कि one of the biggest curses that younger kids are facing or like growing up with is the baggage or the burden of the unlived dreams of your parents.
Hmm.
You know, it's like
Okay.
that is,
No, that
and
is
in the
there, that
Indian
is-
Indian
ये
psyche
इंडिया
में
में
थोड़ा
हमेशा
ज़्यादा
रहा है,
है.
ये इंडिया में हमेशा से रहा है ऐसी
I
बात
think
नहीं है. आप-
globally रहा है ये तो like.
हाँ, ये
But
हमेशा
क्योंकि we live
there.
so emotionally involved ना, एक फैमिली सेटअप में ज्यादा रहता है ना इंडिया में.
बिल्कुल, हमेशा से रहा है, बट यार अब वो समय अब बीत गया है जब बंदे को समझना पड़ेगा कि एक बच्चे के अलग ड्रीम्स और अलग एस्पिरेशंस हो सकते हैं. सो यू कैन नॉट जस्ट थ्रो योर थिंग्स ऑन हिम और हर व्हाटएवर.
I think pop culture ने help किया है इसमें फिर भी.
Detach करने को.
थोड़ा
Yeah, like the some movies. I wouldn't like list them, but like some movies and stuff
Yeah,
has
but
come
the
out.
conditioning goes deep, bro. Even if you watch a movie and then okay tonight you are
like
moved,
it'll be there for
the
like a
next
while.
week you're
It'll
back
be
onto
there
your
for a
patterns.
while. But it's still better than not being there.
Yeah. We need coaches like him, basically. That's the long and short of it. When young, dynamic, able, capable coaches with the leadership quality, so his focus would be to mold the child and not him to become the best coach. I think यही होता है कोच के लिए बच्चा बेस्ट क्रिकेटर बने, मैं बेस्ट कोच नहीं बनूं. नैरेटिव अलग अलग है.
Him focus, not me focus.
स्टोरी अलग है ना पूरी.
क्रिकेटर हैं, बच्चे हैं तो हमें टेक्निकली इफ द किड इज ग्रोइंग तो हम ऑटोमेटिक ग्रो कर रहे हैं.
बट लाइक जैसे आप ये पेरेंट्स एंड इनकी ऐसे बात कर रहे हो, तो लाइक हाउ डू यू combat that
No,
thing?
you find good parents and you find
like if
all
you
sort of
if you
people.
have like a kid who has
Talent.
immense potential and you can
So
see
you
it
have to tell
right
the
now.
parents very clearly कि बच्चे में टैलेंट है, पर अगर ऐसे ही चलता रहा तो he might not reach at whatever level he is planned to reach.
So then he was
That
like,
has to be
अब आप हमें बताओगे.
and then they find a new coach and they're like okay.
See, इसमें ये भी बहुत है कि इसमें आपको कई सारे ऐसे कोचेस मिलते हैं जो आपको शायद गलत गाइड करें या कुछ करें, बट प्लेयर बनाने के लिए आपको उसको रियलिटी चेक देना पड़ता है
Right.
कि वो बच्चा एक्चुअली भी सही ट्रैक पे है या नहीं है, वो सही जगह सही तरीके से खेल रहा है नहीं खेल रहा है, उसका क्या फ्यूचर है उसको बताना पड़ता है.
सबका गोल इंडियन टीम तक पहुंचने का भी नहीं होता ना सर, और पहुंच भी नहीं सकता.
एंड ऑफ द डे इट हैज टू यू प्ले अ गेम टू
enjoy yourself, develop yourself as a human being.
So you didn't want to become a Bollywood star.
Yeah.
You wanted to just act
In
for
front of the
example.
camera.
And it just happened, and Shah Rukh Khan so obviously
Yeah.
loved with. So आपको आपके जो भी चीज करनी है आपको उससे प्यार होना चाहिए, सिंपल सी बात है.
Okay.
अब वो क्रिकेट हो सकता है, फुटबॉल हो सकता है,
वही तो यंगर जनरेशन वो सिनेरियो बदल रहा है बिकॉज सो मच प्रिपरेशन इज गोइंग इनटू इट. So it's like we are always competing.
Yeah.
तू भी मेहनत कर रहा है, मैं भी कर रहा हूँ. एज कहाँ
वो तो
पे?
चलेगा, वो
एज
चलेगा.
ये है कि मेरा कोच तेरे कोच से बेटर था.
नहीं वो कोच की लड़ाई तो है ही नहीं. पहली बार वो लड़ाई बच्चों की है आपस में, और मे बी द स्किल लेवल वो उनके लेवल पे है. कोच की कोई लड़ाई
like मैंने ज्यादा सीखा.
हाँ, वो कोच की लड़ाई है ही नहीं टेक्निकली.
Do you blame the times that we are living in right now? थोड़ा ये जो सोशल मीडिया का इन्फ्लुएंस ज्यादा है. नहीं
कोई नहीं, ये सब बोलने वाली बात.
मतलब आप
हम लोग
बच्चे
ऐसे
होते हो.
नहीं, हम लोग
But these are big distractions, na? Like the iPad kids and all
Yeah,
those
हम लोग
things.
कैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आज भी सब मैं भी जैसा हूँ, आई आल्सो हैव अ डॉटर, तो हम लोग नहीं ऐसा कुछ एनकरेज करते हैं ना करेंगे. बस मेहनत सिखानी है तो आपको सिखानी ही पड़ेगी. बेटा करोगे तो खेलोगे, नहीं करोगे नहीं खेलोगे. इट्स सिंपल.
So
No, they're not-
upbringing is a big.
It's not going to be given to you in a
Yeah.
plate.
Yeah.
Nothing ever.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, so a lot of kids don't understand that.
No.
So उनको कैसे?
They have to learn it the hard way ना. वो बोल रहे हैं जैसे पेरेंट्स के साथ लड़ेंगे, कोच के साथ लड़ेंगे, पर फिर आएंगे वापस इनके पास ही कि आप सही कह
eventually
रहे हो.
realize करेंगे कहीं ना कहीं.
Some of the teachers that used to make fun of as kids, now today when we are like almost 30, 35 जब होंगे,
I
तो
to
we'll
still like
actually be
feel
like,
थोड़ा
sir,
वैसा.
sorry man, sir, we loved you also. ऐसा नहीं, हमारी मस्तियों में भी रिस्पेक्ट ही थी.
Like it came out of love.
आपको बताएगा रियलिटी, हमेशा बताएगा कि क्या नाम है कि आप सही कर रहे हो या नहीं कर रहे हो. तो वो कोचिंग का भी सेम फंडा है कि आपको आप अगर अच्छा खेल रहे हो तो बच्चा कोच बताएगा कि यू आर प्लेइंग ओके, नहीं खेल रहे हो तो बताएगा कि यू आर नॉट प्लेइंग ओके.
Okay.
वी आर नॉट हंग्री फॉर मनी. इट इज नॉट मनी थिंग, इट इज जस्ट द राइट और रॉन्ग, सिंपल.
वो ऊपर कुछ कोचेस मॉनिटरी जो कर रहे हैं उनके लिए फिर वो उनका
दैट्स देयर थिंग.
no judgments, but
No,
that's
that's
just
their thing.
that's just the model they're working on.
हाँ, like
It's a business angle.
बिल्कुल.
हर टाइप के लोग होते हैं हर जगह.
Well, how difficult is it? So, honestly, how difficult is it in India today? What, how many thriving for 3 billion people?
अभी
3 बिलियन लोगों में टॉप 30 क्रिकेटर्स में एक इंडियन टीम में आईपीएल, चलो ठीक है आईपीएल में 300 क्रिकेटर्स हैं, टॉप 30 में आना कितना मुश्किल है. आई थिंक इट्स मोर डिफिकल्ट देन बिकमिंग अ बॉलीवुड स्टार ऑनेस्टली. इंडियन क्रिकेट
any day.
उससे भी
Definitely. Bollywood you can still crack.
बॉलीवुड फिर भी आप क्रैक कर सकते हो.
supporting role.
कुछ तो कर ही सकते हो
top
स्क्रीन
30
पे आने
में
के लिए.
पहुंचना
मतलब
is
सिनेमा इज
Any day.
इजियर.
Yeah, and it's very very difficult, no doubt about it. And आपको एक लंबा पेशेंस रख के ही चलना पड़ेगा. आप ये सोचेंगे कि आप सीधे इंडिया खेल जाएंगे, it's not possible.
नहीं
You have
possible.
to have that patience from under 17 to maybe whatever age category.
So does that imply that we'll never have another Sachin or a Virat because
No.
these guys started at 17, 19 और आज की दुनिया में नहीं मिलेगा किसी को इतनी जल्दी ब्रेक because you'll have to go through a lot of
yeah,
levels
the
of
process
cricket.
has increased.
अब,
Process हो
for
गया ना.
example, Jaiswal is looking extremely good. Jaiswal is looking
Yashasvi.
extremely
Yashasvi
good.
looks
He's made a brilliant debut against West Indies.
I think Shubman and Yashasvi are these two
So yes,
very
we're
bright.
looking good. We
very
have
bright.
got talent. Maybe and if you see the amount of runs which is scored by Virat Kohli and Sachin, अगर आप एज को आज में कंपेयर करें तो विराट कोहली is not very much far behind.
अच्छा
Yeah.
अच्छा. No, but he played what? Virat has still played 13 years.
So he
of cricket.
started early, obviously. but
Yeah,
अगर आप
but
runs का
like
वो-
he
वो-
can reach there.
Yeah, अगर आप वो देखें, आप वो नंबर देखें रन्स का, तो इतने दूर
Shubman Gill is 23.
24,
324.
yeah, 20,
तो
yeah. he's
अगर 12
20.
साल 36 तक नॉन स्टॉप खेलता है तब भी शायद ही चांस है उसका टू एक्लिप्स विराट नंबर्स स्टैटिस्टिकली स्पीकिंग तब ही चांस हो सकता है
हाँ, but
But matches
it's
बढ़
like
गए,
talking
matches
about
बढ़
Messi,
गए.
Ronaldo. Like
Yeah.
वो level पहुंचना is something different.
और
like
विराट
that
कोहली
is-
already he's about good about 80 100 कितने 100 something
77,
77 so वो अपने आप में एक achievement है वो
नहीं तो वी वोंट गेट दीज सुपरस्टार्स ना
you can't say that. You
We
can't.
will in the future.
Obviously, India has produced legends. हमें
I
लगा था कि
feel
I have
like-
an opinion that lead time कम हो जाएगा बहुत लोगों का because there's so many things avenues
fitness obviously बढ़ गई है लोगों की, वो तो कम जरूर होगा, but you can't say that you will not have a superstar. You know, obviously you will have somebody.
Plus,
and you'll have
this
a
is
superstar who
another
gets sick and
question
tired
I
of seeing
had.
the same guy everywhere so people are like यार इसको हर जगह मत दो और लोगों को भी मौका दो ना population इतनी बड़ी है
हाँ, like
है
every day
mindset.
there's a new star and you're like कि हाँ
You
इसको
can't do
खिलाओ
that.
उसको
You
खिलाओ.
you cannot but
you have to have trust in your
last
players.
podcast we were discussing this Virat Kohli given his physical fitness
Yeah,
किसी के
he can
बाप में दम नहीं
outlast
होना चाहिए to
everyone.
call him that
Yeah,
39 39 के पहले तू मत खेल
Yeah.
but he will be forced by some reason
Yeah,
that you know you've had it enough now it's time for the younger guy dude he's fitter than the other guys
yeah, he's
Cristiano
fitter
Ronaldo
than
is still playing and he's gonna play next year
he's
Euros
the top scorer in 2020.
and he's not
at
gonna
38
go
years
like
old.
that right because
Yeah.
these guys are era defining guys
Hmm.
उस perspective से I think
One last thing I had. Has the number of interested kids increased?
Yeah.
Like
yes,
with the sport thing becoming so major nowadays, like everyone's advocating for कि like sports बढ़ाओ and
no,
like,
it is
खेलने
extremely
दो बच्चों
important.
को.
बच्चे काफी इंटरेस्ट शो भी कर रहे हैं and but not in large numbers obviously. The number is still less. जो
Okay.
पहले हुआ करता था, पहले बच्चे बहुत ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट शो करते थे. Nobody had an issue with playing in the sun and all that. But अभी भी है.
नाटक बढ़ गया.
But अब थोड़े से number of children have जो पहले इतना इंटरेस्ट था वो थोड़ा कम है.
Okay.
मेहनत करने से बच्चे डरते हैं.
But I guess that's just the generational वाला वो like
no but I think
तो जो करेगा वो
styles like
पाएगा.
parenting styles and all of this has
but that's
changed.
when you
so-
when there's a coach like this then उनको मेहनत करना सिखाया जाएगा ना
हाँ वही.
they just have to be available
Yeah.
अब
Availability
पेरेंट्स
has to be
अवेलेबल तो करें बच्चे को
Plus,
extremely important.
how difficult is it getting to find good coaches? Like
Very
obviously
difficult.
we're talking
Ask
about some
me.
coaches who are doing
Yeah,
it up
our
for money
school
and
has
all
got
of this.
found
so-
a gem like him after years of efforts and seeking the right characters because नहीं मिलते हैं because he also has many offers right
Yeah.
it's not that ये last में आए यहाँ पे
So what like brought you?
He
to
must have
Indore?
chosen something. Yeah,
Like
that's
क्या
a good
reason
obviously,
क्या
yeah.
था कि like आप इंदौर आए?
I think he
DC
loves
के
the
लिए?
campus a lot though it's one of the most beautiful
campus is
schools
very
ever
Campus is
no
very
doubt.
nice.
yeah.
I just thought that the infrastructure is very nice and I can just give a lot to the school. So that brought me here. And
So did you meet some of the kids when you were deciding to join?
he played with us no the old boys and
Yeah, I
we were
have
like
visited this campus a couple of times. And
So
I saw
you
the
like knew a
facilities.
few people.
Yeah, I knew the people around a little bit, and I obviously saw the facilities also.
So
I
उसका
thought,
कुछ
हाँ, उसका
effect
impact
था?
पड़ता है. Yes.
Okay.
उसका impact इसलिए पड़ता है क्योंकि फिर आपको बाकी जो भी ध्यान नहीं देना पड़ता है.
Okay.
कि बाकी बेसिक है,
हाँ.
हमें सिर्फ उन बच्चों को मेहनत
बच्चों के
करना है.
उस पे.
Yeah.
Okay, ठीक है.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
hey, your job is clear
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
No,
कि
no.
like this is one focus. I don't have to think
Yeah.
about all these things. Easy.
frill वाली चीजों पे ध्यान नहीं देना that's taken care of
Yeah. So again, great campus and everything helps. Okay, so we'll wrap it up. This is it. I definitely have to come and watch you guys play now. So
him specifically
yeah. Let me know when that tournament is. I have to
December 10th to 15th
Yes, something like that.
come. Perfect.
Yes.
December is great.
just 50 days to go
Yeah.
less than 2 months
So you started a countdown already.
yeah it's a big event
So you started
it's a
training?
premier event guys have started training
When will you start training?
I will start after a few days hopefully.
बता देना तो मैं पहले एक दो और पॉडकास्ट करवा लूँ.
Definitely. With pleasure, bro. Always love it.
And sir, I have to have you back here, like for something else. Like when we're closer to the end of the World Cup,
Yeah.
let's do another one.
Sure.
है ना? This was amazing. Thank you guys.